Have you ever met someone and immediately thought, I really like this person? The conversation just flowed. You felt comfortable. You walked away thinking, I don't know why I like them so much. Now think about someone else. They were perfectly kind, perfectly polite. Nothing was wrong, but something inside you kept saying, I don't know. You couldn't explain it. You weren't judging them. Your body just never quite settled. Have you ever had that happen? I think almost all of us have. So what's happening? There are two learners inside every human being. Your new kid may decide very quickly, I like this person. But the old guardian is doing something completely different. It isn't deciding whether it likes someone. That idea is much too abstract. The old guardian isn't asking, do I like this person? It's asking, am I safe? Do I belong? What happens next? While you're enjoying the conversation, your old guardian is gathering evidence. Every interaction becomes another piece of evidence. Every promise kept, every promise broken, every predictable response, every surprise. And here's the part that changed everything for me. The old guardian isn't waiting. It isn't sitting back until it's had enough evidence to finally make a decision. It's constantly gathering evidence, granting access, updating, and granting access again all day long. Access isn't all or nothing. It's constantly changing as the old guardian learns. I've watched children adore a teacher in one afternoon. The new kid says, I love her. And I believe it. The old guardian isn't deciding whether that love is real. It's asking different questions. Am I safe? Do I belong? What happens next? So it keeps gathering evidence. The next day she comes back. The next week she keeps her promises. The next month she still shows up. Little by little, the old guardian broadens access, and something beautiful begins to happen. The relationship deepens, not because the new kid's first love wasn't real, it was, but because the old guardian has gradually made more of that relationship available to experience. The same love can now be felt more deeply, more completely, more fully. The teacher didn't become more lovable. The new kid didn't become more lovable. The body simply made more of the relationship accessible. Sometimes we don't love someone more. We gain greater access to the love that was already there. Think about a marriage. There are seasons when two people remain deeply committed to one another, but access narrows. A disappointment, a betrayal, a season of uncertainty. The commitment may still be there. The new kid may still say, I love you, but the old guardian has narrowed access while it gathers new evidence. Then something begins to happen. Promises are kept. Repair happens. People show up again. Trustworthy evidence begins to accumulate. Little by little, the old guardian broadens access again. The love didn't suddenly appear. The access changed. And because access changed, those same two people can once again experience a depth of love that felt impossible just months before. I think many of us have lived that, but we never had language for it. I'll never forget something my grandson Cooper taught me. He wanted to climb a tree. It was the very first time he'd ever climbed one. It was a safe little tree. The trunk split into a sturdy V, about 5 feet off the ground. So I lifted him and helped him settle there. He sat for several minutes. He explored what it felt like to balance, to hold on, to notice what his muscles were getting tired. Then he was ready to come down. A few minutes later, he wanted to try again. So I helped him back into the tree. But this time, after only about a minute, he called out, "Nana, Nana, my body's not calm." He was 3 years old. Think about that. He didn't say, "I'm scared, I'm bad, I'm weak." None of those things. He said, "My body's not calm." I stood there thinking, that's it. That's the language we've been missing. He wasn't describing his thoughts. He wasn't judging himself. He was noticing what his body was experiencing. What if we taught every child to notice their body like that? What if, instead of asking, "What's wrong with you?" we asked, "Tell me what your body is feeling. Is your heart beating fast? Do you have butterflies? Are your muscles tight? Does your tummy hurt?" Because your body is telling us something important. And when children learn to notice that, they're no longer just reacting to the experience. They're beginning to understand it. The new kid speaks one language, words, ideas, stories. The old guardian speaks another, sensations, evidence, patterns, access. Both learners deserve to be understood, and when we learn to listen to both, people begin making sense, including ourselves. I'm Katie Wiseman, creator of the State Literacy. I'll see you in the next conversation.